Well, boys, we've done it. 500 subscribers. What a journey. I think the proper way to celebrate is to practice light alcoholism in my early 20s with a nice cigarette and a nice warm beer. Delicious. Make sure you hit that little bell icon somewhere, I forget where it is, and you'll get a notification every time I release something new. The mailman will hand deliver my new videos straight to your house, and you'll say, oh man, I can't pay for this package. And then the mailman will say, ma'am, it's free. Please put your clothes back on. Speaking of light alcoholism, 2018 Busan, South Korea. I got a random call out and about by my Korean friend and my Israeli-American friend telling me to come to a cute little 노래 추첨, which is like a karaoke bar. There's also a 노래방, which is like literally song room where you can just spend like 1,000 won, which is like $1 to sing 3 songs in a little private room. There were actually a few professors from Busan University there, and it was so cool getting to meet and hang out with them. Nothing too exciting happened that night. I mean, the Japanese professor and I sang Piano Man soulfully with our arms around each other.
Once you joel together, you're bonded for life.
But then, we went back. We came back with a group of like 10 or so people, and we were ready to sing and to drink. The table set up. Me here, my 2 Muslim friends here, my French friend here, and the Korean professor. Oh my god, this is like the 7th take. He is here, right next to me. He calls the waitress over and he orders 10 bottles of cask beer. For who? Who would be the object? So it'd be whom? For whom? That'll be $12 for the English lesson, please. You can also donate to my OnlyFans, where I give you English lessons while stepping on macaroni. Sock on. It's none of that, uncensored NSFW stuff. Well, 2 of my friends are Muslim, and the other one went to another table, so my guy was trying to kill me. And my liver. My favorite organ. So he starts pouring me a glass about yay high, and he screams 1 shot, and in Korean culture, it can be considered rude if somebody older than you offers you alcohol and you say no. So we say kumbe, cheers, and I drink it in 1 shot. And about 8 glasses later, I thought this man really is trying to kill me. Before we could pour the 9th glass, I said I had to go to the bathroom. Honestly, I just stood in there checking my email because I wanted my guy to forget about me. I like being alive. It's one of my favorite hobbies. And so I come sauntering out, aka wobbling and stumbling because I never had that much to drink before. I just turned 21 like 2 weeks before, and the most I'd had was half a sangria, which had a tortilla chip covered in queso in it. It was good, a little cheesy though. And I guess when I drink, I get almost theatrical. The first thing I do is saunter up to the couch, put my leg. Oh no! Oh no! I'm going to cut the leg a bit. Just know that I put my leg up on the couch and I said, "Good evening. I may perhaps be slightly inebriated right now." I injured myself. Can I get workman's comp? So I sit down and have a very drunken chat with my Korean professor friends. Last take, I said capris, and I don't wear capris. I have fashion sense. It's called fashion. And it very quickly devolves into yelling. My guy said, I look like Tom Cruise. Okay, I get mistaken for so many actors who look nothing like me. Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm gonna have to censor that one. Idris Elba, and I'm pretty sure they didn't know who he is, but I mean, honestly, I can kind of see the resemblance. A Spanish actor named Carlos Cuevas. Literally, people have messaged me saying like, stop using Carlos Cuevas' pictures. I'm going to get you banned. I'm going to get the law on you. And it's like, I look nothing like this man. And literally last night, somebody said I look like a tall Tyrion Lannister, aka white people, and not white people. This is why I smoke and drink So they all agree. I can still take. Midwesterners, why do you drink this? This is so gross. I am new. I am a new woman who can handle the taste of a warm Bud Light. There's a child screaming. Everybody, welcome my new guest star, child screaming outside. So, they all agree that I look like Tom Cruise, and it devolves into a drunken ramble where they all insist that I am either Tom Cruise or Tom Cruise is my dad. And I'm responding like, I'm not that short. How dare you insult me like that? I'm not a Scientologist. I don't particularly love Katie Holmes. And eventually I agree and say that he's probably my dad. They made a convincing argument. Right after that, another professor slaps my leg and says, hey, I used to live in the United States. I say, whoa, which state? And he says, Alabama. And I say, why in the world would you ever be in Alabama? And he got really quiet and starts staring off in the distance for like 20 seconds, his eyes glossing over as he's about to start crying. And he slowly turns to me and he says, some chick. Then he got up and he did not talk to me for the rest of the night. One of my favorite moments in Korea is my friends and I walking along the Poseidon Book Street and a random middle-aged Korean man offering us drinks and a chance to sit down and chat and, you know, just have a good conversation at 11 a.m. And he was already very drunk, and that's okay. If you're ever in Korea, have a drink. Maybe you'll get the chance to sing Piano Man with a Korean professor, or get accused of having Tom Cruise as a dad. Big reveal. The big twist all along. Tom Cruise is my dad, and he's me. I'm Thomas Cruises. The secret's out. But really, thank you all so much.